Hi, we're going to be making just some sauteed veal today. Very simple with portobello mushrooms, and we'll serve it over a little bit of my recipe on rice and a nice green vegetable. It's sauteed veal off the leg, but it's not thinly sliced like for scallopini. It'll be very, very tender. And let's get started. It's milk-fed veal, which you have to have, and go to your local butcher shop, but it has to be milk-fed veal, and it's all the pieces and stuff off of the round, which they get all the veal cutlets and scallopini off of. So I tenderize it first, and then I just kind of dip it in a little flour, not much, shake it off, and then I'm going to brown it off. Here we are, I'm heating my pan with some nice butter, and then I'm going to add olive oil to it, and then we're going to brown off the veal. We're just going to sear it and brown it off a little bit, and then we will remove it from the pan. We'll come back later and make the sauce and then add it back into the pan. Now we're going to enter the veal into the nice pan. It's starting to sizzle, so that means it's at the right temperature. Now we're going to just add some nice salt. Not a lot, but just a little. Enter it as you go along. And a little pepper. There we go. It's sizzling nice. And you don't want to burn it. You just want to kind of brown it off a little bit. So kind of have it at a medium heat. So now we're going to be turning it over. See, it's nice and brown, not burnt, but brown. And then we'll do the other side as well, and then we'll remove it from the pan, and then I'll show you my next step. That the veal is browned off, and we just turn it on again slightly, and we loosen up the bottom from the butter and the flour and the olive oil in there a little bit. It makes the roux later, gives it the flavor. We'll brown off the onion. I chopped one onion, about 5 cloves of garlic, Italian parsley, and the portobello mushrooms. Now I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to saute them. And make a nice little sauce, and then later on just add a little bit of nice olive oil. We'll get this ready, and then we'll show you when it's time to enter the veal back into the pan. Brown off the onion first. Never put onion and garlic together. Always put the onion first and then the garlic later, because you don't want to burn the garlic. That's what gives it the flavor. So now I'm going to enter the garlic in there after the onion's kind of browned off a little bit, because I don't want to burn the garlic. Let that cook slowly for a few minutes. Then I will enter the portobello mushrooms and the parsley, and then I'll put a little bit of squeeze a lemon in there, and then I'll slice up a fresh lemon and let the flavor of the lemon absorb the sauce. Then I will enter some white wine and let it reduce. Now I'm going to enter the nice fresh Italian parsley, and then I'm going to put in the portobello mushrooms. Let them cook down, and they will release water, because mushrooms are full of water to begin with, so it will add a little bit of juice to the sauce. And here we go. Let that cook down for a few minutes, and then I'm going to add some capers and lemon and white wine and let it simmer. Now I'm just going to take a little white wine. Of course, I use the jug wine in cooking. It's cheaper and it's just as good because it all evaporates. So we'll give it a shot and let it cook. Let those mushrooms cook into the wine and the onions and the garlic and let it cook in and steam. Then we'll come back and then we'll enter some capers later and some lemon and we're good to go. Okay, now we're going to squeeze some nice fresh lemon juice on it and put the lemon and rind right in there and let it cook. Give it the flavor. And we're going to put a little bit of capers in there with the caper juice, and then we'll continue more in there later. And now I'm going to add about a cup and a half of wine. And let it reduce down. Stir. Okay. Now she's starting to come together. And here we have the nice wine sauce here. The mushrooms is coming along just fine. And I will add to it later with a little wine and flour mixed up together to kind of make a little roux and thicken it slightly. So it'll be very good. This is a lovely bottle of Keenan Zinfandel from Napa Valley, Santa Elena Mountains. It's one of my favorite wineries. It's an independent winery. It's just excellent. So we will have this with our lovely dinner tonight, seeing how as the Lord provided the grapes on the earth, and we shall indulge. Ooh, I have to let this breathe before I can indulge. Now that the wine has been breathing for probably 20 minutes or 25 minutes, is one of the top 100 wineries in the world. Glasses up and praise the Lord for this wonderful glass of grape. Thank you. Unbelievably delicious. Now I'm going to add the veal into the pan. The sauce is coming along good. And then I'm going to, I have the rice, the chicken rice steaming with, and I make it with chicken broth. My own chicken broth. It's much better than porter. It gives it a nice flavor. I have some nice pea steaming. We'll cook it very, very, very slow. And we'll go from there. There we go. It's going to be a nice treat tonight. Turn it around. Keep it slow. Wine and a little bit of flour I'm going to add to make a little bit heavier, just a little bit of sauce. There we go. And we'll cook it very slow. We'll just let it simmer for probably 35 to 40 minutes slow, on a slow heat with the lid on, and it should be done. Here we are. There's the meal, there's the wine, beautiful wine. Bon appetito, and please subscribe. Thank you kindly for watching. Bye.